No problems, easy to connect the dots, right? This is the part of 9-ball that a lot of amateur level players, especially in my area, find a challenge with. And I've been practicing pool for quite a while, for a very long time, and I have been playing 10-ball since 2016. I first got introduced to the game. Then in 2019 I made a commitment to study more in depth about the game, and then it has just been good since then, right? So now we're gonna have Shane breaking off once again. Very similar break shot like what he had. Pretty good control there on he has a pretty good control there on the cue ball. Still, we are all not really getting a good open spread on the rack. The rack era here always has the 10-ball and a couple of other balls stuck in the cluster here. But Shane has an opening shot on the 1, which he was successfully able to execute. And now he's just going to walk around and kind of look. Think he has his eye on the 4. Now the 4 doesn't pass. So right now it's going to be very interesting to see what Shane does and how he plays position. There may be a combination on the 4-10. Please note, guys, that when we are playing pool here in Jamaica, well, at least I do not play early combos on the 10. Especially in practice matches like these or gambling matches, we don't play combinations on the 10. We just try to run the rack out. So if you guys are in an area and you're watching this, then you might be saying to yourself, then that's an easy combo there on the 10. But we don't do that. Hence why Shane would have played for that position. Now I think he kind of didn't play really good from the 2 to the 3, so he was forced to do this. Now here's where his first blunder occurs. He's trying to play a safety. I think he was trying to bank the 4 2 rails on the other side of the 8 and the 10, but again leaking an opportunity here and opening up a chance for me to win this rack. Now, as I've been mentioning in the first rack and the second rack, where you can clearly see that Shane is capable of running out a rack that doesn't have a lot of problems. It's the same that you're going to be seeing executed here. 4-ball, nice angle to carry me down table. Just a hair of right spin coming off the second cushion. Again, leaving myself with a nice angle here on the 5 to transition back to the 7. Now, this shot's a little bit tricky because I'm kind of far from my work. The object ball is pretty close to the rail. So I have to be careful of how I apply the spin. The amount of spin and speed is needed here. Didn't really need to use any spin, just naturally gliding the cue ball here, coming up for some sort of position on the 7. I was actually playing for the side pocket, but the speed got me there. Now here is where you're gonna see you're gonna see an excellent positional played shot here. Notice how I'm envisioning where I need the cue ball to be. And the only pocket here for the 8, right? Well, at least I'm not sure if I could perhaps get some sort of position on the 8. I didn't even look at pocket in the 8 to the bottom, to the top right pocket here, closest to the camera. I already just immediately looked at the fact that I need to have this cue ball go 3 rails back to that ear. Now, notice how I've found my aiming point there and my contact point, visualizing the tangent line, and I know that once I pocket this 7-ball with center ball, or perhaps just a bit below center, maybe a half a tick below center, then I know that the trajectory of the cue ball is going to come 2 cushions, perhaps 3 cushions into that positional zone there. 1, 2, 3, beautifully in the desired zone that I had intended. So that was definitely a nice recovery shot there by Apex Elenio, just to get the first rack in, keeping it simple, not trying to overdo anything. Once you're playing with good players, You want to try to keep it simple. Just roll and knock those object balls in. All right, kind of overrolled on this shot. Definitely needed that, maybe just a hair of right spin. Nothing too fancy. This is a pretty easy shot. Generous pocket, small table, nothing too challenging here. Just gonna come off a couple of cushions and get my first rack in. So the score, as you can see there on screen, is Shane is at 2, I am at 1, and Kevron is at 0 there. All right, and take a note, guys, at that last shot that I just played on the 10. What I've been noticing it, pardon me, guys, for years.